Right, hello again. Hope you're all doing well. I know it's been a little while since I've uploaded, but just before Christmas, I recorded this with Zigzag, who I'm sure you all know and should be subscribed to. So if you're not, go and check him out. But we did something we've done before, which is really, really fun. Basically, one of us picks 5 locations for the other. The other can't see the locations. They can only ask 20 yes/no questions. To try and work out where they are. So these are 5 handpicked locations I made for Zigzag, and here's how he did. Going to full screen, and this map is for Zigzag, and obviously he can't see the locations. He's got 20 questions to 20 essentially yes/no questions to figure out where we are. So no move into the first location.
Let's go. I'm excited.
I kind of forgot I added this location, and it's quite a funny one. Let's go.
Okay. So, are we driving on the left-hand side of the road from what you can see?
No.
Okay, so, is the road sealed?
Is the road sealed? What does that mean?
Oh, like is it a tarmac road?
Oh, right, I'm with you, sir. Yeah. Yeah, it's a, yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's 2 questions. I've almost forgot to note them down, but we're good. Are we in a forest?
No.
Do we see more than 5 buildings around us?
No.
Are the center road lines white?
No.
Are the center road lines yellow?
No. Wait, actually, there's a.
You can't say maybe.
Yeah, so actually, I'm actually gonna say maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna say maybe.
Okay. Do we see any red dirt?
No.
Is the landscape flat?
I'm gonna say it's like a don't know / yes.
Okay.
Yeah, almost NA.
Okay, so there could be something obscuring our vision, or something like that, maybe. Interesting. Do the cars appear to have blue strips on the license plates?
No.
Okay. Do the cars have black number plates?
No.
Do any of the cars have yellow number plates?
Yeah, I'm gonna say maybe.
Okay. I haven't made it far yet. I'm trying to remember what my good questions from the last episodes were. Just to recap, we said we did not see more than 5 buildings, did we?
Yeah, we didn't. We didn't see more than 5.
It's fairly rural. Just trying to figure out. Okay, I'm going to ask for a bit of an opinion question here.
Yeah.
Would you say that this climate is more so tropical?
So I probably have to say don't know.
Okay. So maybe we're high altitude, but that wouldn't really make sense for flat. Or maybe we are kind of okay. Do we see a lot of vegetation?
No.
Yeah, I'm starting to think like Iceland, like a weird foggy Iceland, or maybe it's just something in the desert. But I only have 5 questions left, so
okay.
Yeah. But Iceland would probably see some elevation, but you could get those certain areas. And it was not a forest, was it?
No.
At all. No. Okay, do we see a significant body of water?
Yes.
Okay, that's definitely useful. I think we're at the beach, from what I can gather, but I don't know where. Okay, so it wasn't white number plates. There may have been some yellow ones.
So I think it was maybe some yellow ones. That was the
yeah. Ooh, like a really foggy Bhutan or something like that. That would be cheeky because, well, that could make sense honestly. But then you'd see more trees. We don't see too many trees, so no, it can't be there. Oh, I am royally confused. That has to be said. Okay, do we see electricity poles made of concrete?
No.
Oh my gosh. Maybe I should have just asked, do we see any, but... Okay. Okay, another opinion question.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Would you classify this round as more so rural?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. I guess that was kind of obvious, but I just wanted to make sure I wasn't like, yeah, I don't know. Would you say that the people around, in your opinion, would be likely to have darker skin?
So,
if it doesn't really make sense to be able to answer that question, you can just say don't know.
Yeah, I can't really answer.
Sure. I don't really know. I feel like it's like next to the beach. Yeah.
Two questions left. Two left. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I?
I can always go to 25.
Yeah,
like,
that's fine. That's fine.
Like that could be.
Yeah.
We can just reduce 100 points for each extra question.
There's a category of thing you haven't asked about that you normally do. I think.
Oh, okay.
I could tell you what that is if you want, or.
Yeah. I won't. I would like to figure it out, I think. But would you say that this is a very cold climate?
I would
just from what you can see.
I would say no.
Okay, I'm missing something here. Maybe I could go more down the architecture route, but I feel like it's probably more obvious than that. It's not the road lines.
Yeah. So we had the fact that I can't really see buildings.
Right.
Was
not many, not more than 5. That's one of the questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go for the extra 5 questions. So I'm on 19.
Yeah.
Can you see? Do you have a good view of any buildings?
No.
Okay, it's not that. Oh well, yeah. Is the sun to the north? That's what I didn't ask.
That is
the sun more so to the north?
That's also a don't know, to be honest.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like the toughest one has come up first, so it will.
Yeah. I also have one in the next seed that's going to be tough for you as well. Okay. Do we have a yellow diamond style of sign as opposed to the red outline triangle?
I'm looking, and no, we don't have one.
Okay. Now this is true. I honestly can still see like almost every country. That's kind of crazy, but I don't really know what I can rule out at this point, which is like yeah. Well, we're driving right, so that's at least something. I can rule out those countries. That's been the most useful so far. Not many trees as well, and it's relatively flat. Maybe.
Yeah.
Could we be like next to I forget what they're called in the Netherlands, like right next to the sea there or something like that. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Very good shout. But I would say I realize I'm giving away a little bit, but I would remind you of your blue strip question that you might have forgotten about.
The what's that? Sorry.
So you asked about the blue strips on the plates, and
and there was no blue strip.
Yeah,
that's right. Of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see that the number plates are the shorter style rather than the long ones?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm thinking of like something extremely generic by the sea on the east coast in the US, like Cape Cod, Delaware, something like that could be feasible here, especially with the lack of trees. And it's not that dry and it's not that tropical, but it could almost be according to the question. I've got one more question. I guess the last question, if I want to go down that route quickly, would be: do we see any wooden poles?
So, I guess it's a no.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah.
So I still
maybe. It's a maybe. Let's just say that there's something that turns it into a maybe.
Right. Okay. Interesting. What could that be? Or like a wooden signpost.
It's just there's something that's just a little bit far away to tell. But it's a no / maybe depending on.
Yeah. So, like with a lack of trees, could it be like mega far north in Alaska? That would be quite something. Ooh. But you didn't say it felt particularly cold, so I will leave that alone. I would say that my guess would just be like, not Cape. I think Cape Cod would probably have some more trees. I'll go like Delaware, kind of. I forget what that peninsula is. I'll just go against the sea there. Something pretty remote.
Okay.
Up against the sea.
I'll put okay. I found a spot on the Delaware one, right by the coast.
Other options. I feel like Mexico and Canada is still possible.
Yeah.
It could still be Australia. I have not ruled that out at all. Although I don't think New Zealand. Yeah. So okay, that's my guess.
Okay, cool.
So do you want to share screen quickly
yes,
and start to the round?
Yeah.
Nice.
1 second. So. Okay. Let me know when you can see it.
Yeah, it's loading. Okay, not too bad.
I'll do a spin round first.
Okay.
And then I'll start to zoom in on some stuff. So.
Oh man, I should have asked about a bridge. That was
some cars there.
Okay. The number 10 is we in like Texas or something? I'm not sure.
So yeah, I'll lock in the guess and then you'll see where it was. So I'll put you here.
Yeah, that's good. Let's see.
And it was this.
Yeah, Louisiana. Okay, yeah. Well, get in the country there.
Yeah, that's good. That was a good save because it could have been. Yeah. I feel like you could have ended up anywhere. But that was good.
So we got 1.2k there to start off.
Yeah,
losing 500 points, but I can be happy with that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Next one.
Let's move on.
Right, next one in 2 seconds. Let's go. Right, okay, here we are. I'll just do a spin round so people can see it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you see, but I do not. I would firstly ask again: are we driving on the right-hand side of the road, from what you can tell?
So, sorry. Yes, we are.
Okay, we're driving right. Would you say that the landscape is more? No. Would you say that the landscape is flat?
I would say no.
Would you say that the landscape is mountainous?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see any? No, I want to ask this instead. Are we using white center lines on the road?
Yes.
Do you see any blue strips on the number plates here?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, this is a good start.
Yeah.
Is the climate? Is the area we're in forested?
I'd have to say no. Yeah, no.
Okay. Would you call this climate? That might be. Is that a bit of a stretch? I was going to say Mediterranean, but I'll say instead. Would you call the climate drier?
I'd call it dry. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I immediately think it's Spain, Italy, Greece, Turkey. Yeah. Maybe even Israel. I guess that's still possible. Do we see the coastline?
Yes.
Nice.
You know me. I love coastal locations.
Yeah, definitely. Do the houses have red roofs?
Okay, so it's a bit varied. So there's a bit of maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And it's not Malta. We're driving right. Okay. just trying to think how like the Mediterranean toss-up is actually can be quite difficult. So
can.
I'm actually trying to think of like things that do any of the number plates have a second blue strip on them?
No.
Okay. That I mean, like I could be getting debated, but I think Italy feels fairly wrong then. I guess Portugal is still possible as well, let's not forget. And also southern France should, in theory, be knocked out by that as well, but we'll see. Are we on... No, that would be silly. I want to ask if it's Generation 2, but I'm not going to do that. Would you say that the signage, in comparison to the average European sign, relying a bit on your knowledge here, but would you say that the signage has thick red borders?
I would, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Spain most likely. Greece also does do fairly thick red borders. But now thinking of Spain, and so it is fairly dry. So southern Spain. And now I'm trying to think if I can. I can ask this. From what you can see,
yeah,
I kind of want to are we using Latin alphabet predominantly?
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
Okay. So feeling good about Spain now. I'm pretty sure everything else is impossible, actually. Although I guess I still think Turkey. Like you could say that Turkish signs also have like a little bit of a thick red border, but I think I'm good on Spain. So if it's Spain, then I'm guaranteed a pretty good score. Now I could pull up the map and go for a nice score.
I'd say pull up the map.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask next. Actually, do we have the presence of? I'm gonna ask 2 and 1. Do we have the presence of any big town name or highway number?
Yes.
Are we? Okay. Okay. So the E15 runs all along the south coast of Spain here. I'm going to try and be a big brained about this, or all along the east coast of Spain. So I'm going to say, do we see anything relating to the E15 here?
No.
Okay. That's good. I think that's good. I want to say we're like south coast Spain now. Might actually just be fooling myself, but what's the big one there? A7? A7 seems to be the big one there. Okay, so next question. Do we see something relating to the A7 highway?
No.
Okay. So there's even... Okay, the next one would be A4 or E5. I guess E5 doesn't really run that far along the coast, though, so maybe A4. Where does A4 end? Should I ask that? I still do have 5 more questions. So yeah, I'll ask. Do we see anything relating to the A4 highway here?
No.
Okay. So still everything open. Now I'm going to ask about the angle of the ocean here. I think that's the next best thing to do. Do we predominantly see East Coast here?
No.
Ooh. If I am right, and this is Spain, then that's interesting. Now we can't rule out the Balearic. What are they called? Balearos Islands. Yeah. And that definitely leaves less options when it comes to the Spanish coastline, because that's mostly East Coast facing. Okay, next question. Do we see any rock walls?
Rock walls? No. I like that.
Okay, I feel like most times on Palma you'll at least see some rock wall. Especially, I feel like near the coast you probably would see that. Okay. So, do we see any West Coast? Would be my next question.
West Coast, no.
Okay. Well then, thinking of like Cartagena being possible here, Malaga, Gibraltar area. Ooh, surely not Gibraltar. I don't think it's Gibraltar. Even Bath is still possible, I guess. I still have 2 questions in reserve, so I think I will use them here just to see if I can get anything else. And I will ask, do we see any sign that says Murcia on it?
No.
Okay, so maybe, I mean, obviously that, we couldn't still be in the Cartagena, of course, but, you know, makes it less likely, I feel like. It would be that type of area where we'd see it, probably. And I guess my final question, should I ask about South Coast? I feel like it is South Coast, to be honest. Or more so, at least. I don't think it's North Coast, if it's dry. So, what is that? I don't really know these cities that well. That's kind of the problem here. Do we see mountains to our north?
No.
See, if we're on the beach in Malaga, I think we would still see mountains to our north. And so I don't know if I want to go there anymore. Okay, Murcia. I mean, like, I'm kind of between Cartagena or maybe even like Cadiz, just because Rainbow just went there, so it might be on the mind. Could be a decent shout.
I like it there.
I might try, just for the fun of it, I'm going to try Cadiz, because you would not see any mountains to the north there. And I'll just go by the beach.
Okay.
Just like, just on the ocean there somewhere.
Cool. I will
Why not?
Share my screen.
Let's see. Hopefully it's not Turkey. I don't think it should be, though.
Cool, right. First impressions.
Okay. First impressions are good. Yep. They might be really good. Are they? Would you have a highway there? Okay, it's not the 5K, I think. Although, maybe possible. I don't think it is. Okay, what do we have here? Oh, not so good now. Now that I look at it more closely. I think it's Canaries. So, is it? I think it's Canaries.
Yeah. So
I don't know place well, but it's not going to be that close.
So it was Gran Canaria. But, again, pretty as close as you could have been on mainland Spain.
That is true.
It was tough to get. To be honest, I thought the north. You didn't end up asking about the north coast, but that might have.
If only.
That might have made the difference, possibly.
But, no, I think if I asked North Coast and then I looked, I would have maybe pivoted, but I just had my mind too much on southern Spain for some reason.
I know that happens. It's very like GeoGuessr at the best of times. It's hard to get past your like mental. You narrow in on one thing and you forget about.
That's good. But
that's good.
I got the country twice in a row.
The country streak is alive. All right, next one.
Okay. So I'm going to switch it up this time.
I've got a black screen. Let me just. We're good. Okay,
we're Gucci. This time I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask. Are we using white center road lines here?
Yeah.
Nice. Are we? Is the sun more so to the north than to the south?
Yes.
Okay, so more likely to be southern hemisphere here, that's for sure. So Australia. Okay, so are we using yellow outer lines here?
No.
Are we using any outer lines?
No.
Okay. Do we have any yellow diamond style signs present?
No.
Are we in an urban environment?
No / maybe. No.
Okay. Do we see many trees?
Yes.
Okay. Would you describe this climate as temperate?
I would say maybe.
Okay. Would you describe it as white dry?
I Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. Sort of maybe again.
Are we using short number plates from what you can see?
Ooh. That is. I don't want to. I don't want to judge it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to commit too hard either way because I don't know what the. I don't know how these plates are normally described, but I would say not. It's somewhat yes, actually, but I don't want to. I don't want to commit too hard.
Okay. So on the mind right now, like some Australian plates are a little longer. Argentina's possible. Chile's possible.
What was your question? Sorry, what was your question? Are they short or long?
Yeah, shorter.
Yeah, shorter? Somewhat.
Yeah.
But I don't want to. It's a bit subjective. I don't really want to.
Of course.
Put too much behind that.
I won't put too much weight on that one. We're halfway here. Do we see any eucalyptus trees here, from what you can understand?
So, yes, maybe.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
So that doesn't rule out South Africa nor Argentina, but it makes Australia more likely for sure. I'm trying to think what I could follow that up with. I could always ask, does it feel wealthy? But I feel like that question's a bit of a cop-out. So I want to try and see if I can get it another way. Do we see any mountains?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
So no whoppers, but maybe some kind of elevation in the distance. Can you remind me about your answer to the question about whether it was urban? I did ask that. Right?
It's a no.
It's a no.
Yeah. But with elements of maybe, just because of a couple of things. But no outer lines.
No, like solid outer lines. I'm understanding. Yeah. Do we see any? Is that actually that useful? All countries use wooden poles, so I don't think that's actually that useful. Do we see any? Do the people have white skin?
Yeah.
Okay. So Argentina and Australia are more likely now, and I'm probably leaning Australia at this stage. I think. And it was kind of how did you answer the question about dryness again?
It's kind of maybe. It's
kind of a maybe.
Okay. Yeah. So both the temperate and the dry question are both sort of on the maybe fence.
Right. So I definitely feel like that fits a lot of places in Australia that I could think of. I kind of want to ask: Do you see any? Because it fits South Australia so well with the climate. Do you see any poles that are made of concrete with metal either side of it? Or anything like that?
So, no.
Okay. Still do wonder about SA. I even wonder about like Kangaroo Island or something like that. Kind of like I feel like they never have outer lines on KI, so that could fit or something. And obviously the climate description can fit too. Would you describe the sand as more orange? The dirt sand?
No, I'd say no.
Would you describe it as more white?
I would say maybe.
Okay, so some kind of a dull brown probably. This is interesting, because I should be able to figure out some way to definitely say that it's Australia, but I actually don't really think of any. Do we see? I mean, do houses even help that much here? I don't know if houses would actually help that much. Well, little confused here. We definitely did see like some bigger hills, so even Tasmania maybe, but Tasmania wouldn't feel so dry. So, it is interesting. I'm gonna ask kind of a strange question here, maybe, but I want to give it a go. Do we see any pine trees, from what you can tell?
I think that is a no.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really know, like, where to plonk here. I've still got 3 questions left, but I'm not really sure, like, even... Okay. Did I ask about the forest yet?
Yeah, and what
was the answer?
There are a lot of trees. Was the answer?
There are a lot of trees. Yeah, that feels more East Coast. There are not too many places in SA except for inside the hills with a lot of trees. But your hesitation on the polls question maybe still leans me that way. So now I want to ask like a. I don't know. This is.
Go on. Yeah,
I can't think. I can think of like some questions. Like I feel like there's bus stops all through the hills, so I could ask something about that. Okay, but the first things first. Let's just say, would you say like we're inside the? You know how I asked about the mountainous region. Are we inside the mountainous region or looking at it? So are we inside it? Is the question essentially?
So I would say we're more inside, kind of hilly to mountainous region.
Yeah, and then I also want to. But I also feel like you probably definitely would have said yes to the eucalyptus question on that one, unless you just weren't really sure. That. You don't have to say anything.
Yeah.
That's okay. I should really be able to figure out some way of. If you have a decent view of a number plate, would you say that there's a blue tinge to it at all?
I'm gonna say maybe, but again, like
not really enough.
Yeah, it's not enough, and I don't want to mislead because I don't know necessarily what the like if I knew what I was looking for, I'd be able to answer it more confidently. If you see what I mean.
Yeah.
There's a maybe, but there's also
Okay, I'm gonna go for the Hail Mary, the one I wanted to ask before my last question here, because I don't think I'm gonna figure out exactly where we are here. But I want to ask: do we see any yellow bus stops anywhere, like yellow painted poles, like signpost kind of things that are bus stops?
I do not believe we see any bus stops.
Okay. Yeah, because that would have really sealed it for Adelaide Hills, because I feel like they're everywhere there, but ultimately you have to get lucky for that kind of thing. I think I would either go in like the Sydney Hills or the Adelaide Hills here, and maybe somewhere near Melbourne. But screw it, I'm going Adelaide Hills. That was my kind of vibe here.
Okay.
I'm gonna just go there.
Right, I'm gonna share my screen.
Yep. We'll see where it actually is. Ooh.
Right.
Kind of curious, yeah.
Okay. Let me know when you can see.
I hope this isn't okay.
Any thoughts?
NMZ, not right, but I'm not sure where it actually is. Okay, it's like going
around slowly.
Yeah. Okay, well it's not. Oh, it's Mount Gambier. It's this Mount Gambier lake here, like the sinkhole there. That feels right.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right, there it is.
Very
wow,
nice.
I've never been there.
Nice. Yeah, it's really nice.
The pictures are so iconic. Yeah. There you go.
Oh,
classic. I asked about the pines in case it was Mount Gambier, but it didn't work.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if I was looking at it wrong, but I don't
no,
pines. I don't. Yeah.
I wasn't saying you're wrong. I was just saying, like, north of Mount Gambier, you'd always see those pines.
Okay, yeah. That was good. Okay, great job. Right, next one. Okay. Let's go. Okay.
So first things first, are we driving right-hand side of the road on this location?
I'd say yes.
We are driving right-hand side of the road. Okay. I never even asked about road direction last game. That's actually crazy. Okay. Do we use yellow center lines on this location?
It's going to be no/don't know.
Yeah.
Do
we see the presence of any red dirt here?
Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. The gamble pays off.
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay. Do we? Is the landscape fairly flat?
No.
Is the landscape mountainous?
Yes.
Okay. There's actually not that many places that fit now. I feel. I think we've done a good job so far. Is this heavily forested?
I'm gonna. Maybe, but yeah.
Maybe. Okay. Do we see many palm trees?
Yes.
Okay. Do we see any yellow rear plates?
Yes.
Okay. Sri Lanka, Ghana, Kenya, like Mombasa area. It's all possible still. Okay. I'm sure I can work it out from this. I want to ask about tuk-tuks, but I feel like that's all three.
True.
Do we see any square? As in, yeah, like rectangular prism, kind of square, concrete, electricity poles. Yeah.
Square concrete. I think yes.
I am liking Sri Lanka then.
Yeah.
I think. Thailand is not impossible, by the way. Or was it? I can't remember. Okay. Thailand is not impossible. Even like Palawan, Philippines is not impossible here. And we were driving right, weren't we?
We were driving right.
Yeah, so not Sri. So yeah, like Palawan. Ooh, that really narrows down what I was thinking, doesn't it? Ghana. Yellow rear plate, so probably Ghana. As far as I can tell. Is there actually okay, like maybe like a red soil Colombia? That would be cheeky of you. Okay. I can just that doesn't work as well as I would. Do we see any like signs with a cross at the back? As in like have cross shapes supporting metal beams.
No.
Okay. What does Ghana normally do? What's like a good way? Do the people appear to have dark skin overall?
No.
Ooh. I've gone through all the motions here, but I still have so many questions left. I'm feeling good. What about Israel? Israel is possible. Is the sun more so to the north?
No.
So the sun will be to the south, meaning we're in the northern hemisphere most likely. Now Israel feels good. That's kind of strange. I was not thinking of that at all. Japan is not possible because we're driving right. Same with Hong Kong. India? It's not possible. Okay, kind of narrowing into Israel here. Are we using Latin script predominantly?
Predominantly no.
Ooh, I like that. Are we using Hebrew?
No.
Oh, gosh! Where are we? I'm missing something big time here. Ooh. Well, it was mountainous, so it's got a reddish soil, so it's not. It's by no means Netherlands. I can say that. Okay. USA. That's the next one. Are we using short number plates here? From what you can see.
Let me think. Maybe.
Wait, I don't think I ruled out Colombia. We just didn't see any Colombian crosses, but I still think Colombia may actually.
You did. There was one question I'll remind you of. If that's shall I remind? Yeah. You asked if it was predominantly Latin script, and it was no.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Good reminder. Where the hell? Korea maybe, but that doesn't seem right, does it? Pakistan? No, Pakistan drive left. Oh my gosh. Oh, not Qatar. Don't think Qatar uses yellow number plates like that, but I could be wrong. Ooh. What about Qatar? Well, I could ask for that, like, about the red strips on the plate. Screw it, I'm gonna ask. Do we have any, like, little red strips on the plate?
No.
At all? I didn't think Qatar was right. Okay, what about... I think Greece doesn't really have too many yellow plates. Cyrillic. Oh, red soil, yellow plates? Nothing makes sense. I am royally confused. Which is not good, because I only have 5 questions left, and I should know this by now. Like, definitely. Huh. Right-hand drive. I figured it out. It's Laos. It has to be Laos. There's just no other option. So how can I ask this in a clever way? Confirm. I don't actually know. I think it's just called Laotian script, isn't it?
I think it is the script, yeah. I think that's what it was called. I'm not 100% sure what it's called.
I hear for a baller move and just send it, because I feel like I've explored literally every other option here. I just want to ask one, like, confirming question here.
Yeah.
I feel like everything fits way too well, and it took me too long to figure it out, but I'm pretty sure we're just right here. What can I ask to confirm? No, I'm going Luampabang. Gonna try and take my 500 bonus points here.
Yep.
Let's do it.
Go for it. Okay, right. I'll show you my screen.
Oh, please be correct, man. I'm gonna feel so embarrassed, but I wanted to go.
No, I think you're okay.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Let's go.
Yeah.
Eventually got there. You must have been cringing so much.
No, not even. No, the thing is, it makes you think about all the, like, it's just really interesting to think of all the other possibilities based on the question.
Yeah.
So yeah, there we are. Very good.
Okay, not bad. Bien, whatever. 69 miles, we'll take it.
Yeah. Right. Next one. Last one. Okay. Right. Here we are. I'm gonna pan around. And yeah.
Do we appear to be driving on the right side of the road?
Yeah.
Another right-hand driving country here. Do we have longer number plates, in your opinion?
Let me look. I think I'd say no. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Is the sun more so to the north?
Don't know.
Okay. Are we in an urban area?
Yes.
And do we see any mountains?
No.
Do we see any large body of water?
No.
Do the people appear to have light skin? What can you tell?
Yeah, so maybe.
Okay. Would you call this climate dry?
Yes.
And I forgot about the mountains already, sorry. What was the answer there?
No mountains.
No mountains, okay. Are we using yellow center lines here?
Don't know / no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting. It's interesting here. Are we using Latin script?
Yep.
Do we see any yellow number plates?
Yes.
Latin script, right-hand drive, some yellows. Do we see any red soil?
No.
Interesting. Huh. Did I ask about the sun yet?
It was don't know.
Yeah. Now, do we see many trees?
Yeah.
Interesting. Another interesting one here. The presence of the yellow plate is again interesting. We're driving right. So, we are using Latin script. But I don't know what hemisphere we're in yet. Are we using predominantly concrete poles here?
Yes.
Do the majority of the cars have yellow rear plates?
I'd say it's actually kind of hard to tell, but from what I can see, yes.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, no, it's definitely a yes, yeah.
And it was, you said it was fairly dry.
Dry, yeah, dry. Yeah.
Dry, flat, mostly using yellow rear plates. This should immediately, with Latin script and right-hand drive, this should immediately put us in the ballpark. So I thought of Israel. It's not possible because of the script question, presumably. When else would you see quite a few yellows like that? Could, like, dry and flat does not fit Korea at all. It could fit Ghana in the north. So I want to ask, do we see any, like, yurt or kind of hut style houses here?
No.
Okay, dry and flat in North Colombia could be possible still. Don't mind that. In which case I would ask, what's the best way to, like, North Colombia is hard at the best of times, so it's hard to feel like narrow it down. Did I already ask about the length of the plates, by the way?
Yeah, you did, and I said
and you weren't quite
I wasn't quite sure, but I kind of leaned towards
maybe
shorter.
shortish.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I think that fits for Colombian plates, but I'm by no means ready to send yet. We've got 4 more questions. Do we have any crosses on the back of these signposts in the way I described with the supporting metal sheets?
Yes, we do.
Okay, North Colombia it is. And let me pull up the map again once more. And so North Colombia, fairly limited options here. Do we see any distant hills?
No.
Okay, so this really should just be. Do you see where Uribia is?
I've heard of that. Yeah, I do. Yep.
This is the flattest section. I'll guess there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, let's share screen.
Let's check it out. I'm not too worried here. I feel like this is the most confident I've been. So in before it's wrong, but let's see. And
How you feeling?
okay, feeling pretty good, I believe. Yeah, that's Spanish. Oh, yeah, feeling good.
Feeling good.
I mean, it might be further west. It could be Bankia. Oh no.
Yeah, very good. Very good. Right. Pretty great score, I would say. 17.2k.
17k, I can be happy.
Yeah. And all the countries right. Just and actually really close on 3 of them. Just 2. The first 2 were a little bit tough because
the first 2
US is so big, and then Canary Islands is a bit of a tricky one.
I will say, 1 was a true challenge that would have needed some real lateral thinking, but 2, I think I should have gotten.
Yeah.
I think I should have prodded more into like the landscape because that's how I would have been able to get it.
Yeah.
But
two was enough. I think 1, the only way would have been had you gone down the route of asking about the highway sign.
Yeah.
But that's obviously just a bit of a gamble.
That like asking if you have no clues, asking if you're on a highway and asking if you have a sign.
Yeah.
Because that could be the map maker's intention.
Yeah, so. True. Cool.
But that was a good game.
Yeah, very well played. Very well played.
Thanks you. Thanks for having me on, GC. That was great fun.
Always a pleasure.